Welcome back to another video. So we are in the library DV, I mean our database, and now we actually go for the books. I mean we will actually add books. Okay, so how you can actually do this? Here you can see we have ID, title, author, ISBN number, and image and quantity. If I go to the structure, you can see that we have ID auto incremented, and we need actually title, author, ISBN, and image and quantity. So image is a tough one because the file, so we have to handle the file, right? So we'll go to the admin. Here you can see in the admin actually we can add books, right? I mean our admin only can add books. So here we have add book dot php. Now actually we will do query for the add books. Okay, so I will type here HTML, and I just want to remove the head section from here because we have heading.php for this. So I will include the heading.php here. So I will say here include, but I just have to write PHP script here, right? Okay, so PHP script, and I will say here include. My file is, uh, what is the file name? So my file name is heading.php. Now I can access the heading.php because I mean I don't have to give the title and like all the links. So now actually I will add book. So here in the body section I will save form, and here I am going to add books. So form action, I need action, and action should be in the same page. So I will say here add book. So I'm the admin folder, right? So I will say here admin slash add book dot php, and I have to add method as post, and now actually I will add input. So I will say that okay, let me just say here, okay, let me just go to the database, and here we need title, author, ISBN. Okay, so we need uh, title. So text field, I mean input field, input field, input field, input field, input field. Okay, we need how many input field? 5, right? So I will say here input, and actually I want to copy it 5 times. So, 5. And one more time, that is for the button. So I'll say input button, and just the button should be submit, or maybe I can use here button. So I'll say button, and button type, let's say submit. And here I will say that add book. So I need type text for the title. For the author, I need text. ISBN is also worker, so I will add here text. And then image also. Okay, so image is a file, right? So I will say here input type file. And when I say file here, that time actually I just have to change something here. I mean, I just have to add here, and that is called enc type, and that is from data slash multipart. That's it. Okay, so yes, we'll take integer, I mean text field here. So let's name it. I need title, so I'll say here title, and the next one is author. So I'll say here author, and the third one is ISBN. I will say ISBN, and the fourth one is image. So I will say it uh, image, and then quantity, 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 and we have submit button here. Is post, and int type is form data. So here we just have to say here title. I want to say here author. I want to say here ISBN. I want to say here image. Yeah, image. Okay, and then quantity. Now let's go to the add book.php. So go here and I will go to the admin slash adbook.php. Okay, so you can see failed to open stream, no such file or directory. Why? Include heading.php. Why this is problematic, I don't know. So we have, okay, so we just have to say here double dot, because now you're in the admin, right? But we have to access the heading php from the root folder, so we just have to go to the root folder first. So we have to give here 2 dot. Now actually it will work. If I refresh now, you can see there is no error. So we have title here, author, ISBN, and we have the image and the quantity. So we have everything here. Now let's say I want to do style for it. So actually I want to save here a div, and I want to copy the form. I mean, cut it from here and paste it here inside it. So let me just go here and say, okay, I need to just give a tab here, and let me just give one more tab so that it looks good. Okay. So now actually I want to give a class here. So I will say class, I will say admin, admin class. Okay, admin. And here I'm going to so I can say here admin add book, or I can say here add slash book. Okay, so this is the class actually. I want to access it in the CSS. So I will go to the style.css. I'll go here and I will say that, okay, let's comment out it, and I will say that admin add book. And I want to access the class, so I will give here a dot and the class name. And let's say I want to show that, okay, display as flex, please justify content center margin top 200 pixel, refresh. Okay, and I want to say here BR, let's say, for every single input. After every single input, I will use BR and refresh. Okay, now it's working, but the problem is it's not working. Okay, I just have to copy it, and okay, I have paste it. Display flex, justify content center, margin top 200 pixel. But actually I cannot access this. Why? Okay, let me just copy the head part directly from here, and I want to go to the add book and actually want to set here like this. And here I just have to say that dot slash. Now let's check if it is working perfectly or not. So still not working properly. I will say here dot add me. I want to copy all of things from here. I want to paste it here. Now let's check if it's working. Now actually it's working, right? So I don't want to access this style sheet from other page. Okay, just have to copy it. Okay, and let's say I want to add margin of 5 pixel. So there is margin also, but I think these are not looking good. So margin top should be, let's say, 150. Okay, and the title, author, user. So I can give here placeholder. I want to remove them, and actually I want to add placeholder for the design purpose, because I want to make video short. So I can say here placeholder, and I can say here book title, and here placeholder. I will say author. Now refresh. Here you can see we have placeholder here, and actually I want to copy all the style from the from here. Actually I want to copy everything, and let me just copy all of them. And actually I just want to say here admin. Okay, did mistake. So here, for from here actually I want to remove them, and here I want to show them. Okay, so we just have to change here register in refresh. Okay, so it's working perfectly, and actually I want to. Okay, so to remove the file uh, uh, border, actually I want to set here a class, so, that's called file. So I will go here and I will say that dot file. I don't need any border, so I will say here border. Refresh. I will say here important. Okay. So forcefully, actually, I remove the background. Underline here. So we have book title, author, ISBN, and the image. So and then book quantity, and then add book. So I will say here and to say it with 100%. Okay. And now, actually, I want to remove the button with, let's say. So I want to actually remove the button with. Okay. So this is add book now, and you have book title, author, ISBN, and everything. Okay, so that's it. Now we will do query for it. Go here in the top, write PHP script. I need to check that if dollar underscore global variable server, and I will check that request underscore method is equal to post or get. So I will say here post, then I will enter here. Otherwise, I will show the error because there will be error, right? So okay, no, 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 no. There will not. There will be no else here. So here you can see we have if condition. So we'll check that if the request method is, if the request method is post, so we'll actually enter the clause. And now actually I want to, I want to start session first because without admin actually no one can enter here. Okay, so session start, and actually I want to say that. And okay, now actually if this method is post, so actually it will enter here, and I want to actually uh, store the variables. So I will say here dollar the variable, all the variables from the fields, all the values from the fields, right? So I need local variable, and I need to accept those values. Dollar title, I want to say here dollar underscore post because the method is post, and here actually I need the variable title, uh, field name. So the field name was title, right? Okay. So I can actually copy it for the author, for the ISBN, for the entity, right? Okay. Okay. And here I want to say that ISBN. So I will say here, sorry, author, right? Author. And the third one is for the ISBN. And the next one is for the file. So I will actually, at first, I want to add quantity. So I will say here quantity. Now let's go for the file. So for the file, actually, I need to know the file name. Okay, because I want to add the file name only in the database. So I will say here file name. So file name, let's say file name, or I can say here image, image, because my, if I go to the database here, you can see my database column name is image. So I'll say here image equal to, I will say here dollar underscore. For the file, we have global variable files, and here we need two parameter, two parentheses, right? So the first one is our field name. So our field name is image. I'll say here image, image, and the next one would be okay. So let me tell you that when we actually submit a file, our server, I mean localhost server, actually create a temporary file location. So here actually they saved it as the name. Okay, so they saved it. I mean, save the file name as name. So I have access the variable name here, name, and then actually we need to know the file location. Okay, so I will say here dollar. Sorry, file location. So I will say here location, or I can say here image location. So the image location is dollar underscore files, and our full field name is image, right? And we need one more parameter here, and we know that actually our localhost server create a temporary file, right? File location. So we know the I mean, I want to know the location. So the variable for the temporary location is tmp underscore location. So I have to write here like this. Okay, so I made a mistake here, temp, not temp location, because actually I want to know the temporary location name, right? I mean temporary location name. So I have to say here tmp name, because I want to know the temporary location name. So I have to write it. I want this location because actually I want to, move my file, okay, from the temporary location to my image folder. Okay, because I have created this image folder for the all the image, because we cannot actually insert image in the database. We can actually only insert image, file name or any text, right? So for this actually I have create image to actually store all the image, but we will actually serve the image name only in the database. Okay, so we'll only insert image name, but uh, you know all the image will be stored in the image folder. So that's why actually I need the image temporary location. Now actually we will move it to the our location. Okay, but we will do it after actually we when we'll actually insert in the database. After the insertion, actually we will move it to the image folder. Otherwise we will not move it in the image folder. Okay, so here we have image location, file image temporary name, and we have quantity. Now actually I want to remove this from here, and I'm going to paste it here. And now let's say we have image name, we have quantity, ISBN, author, title. Now actually we can do query here. So I need to connect to the database. So I will say here dollar SQL. Let me just write query first. Okay, I can write query later. Let me just include the DB, I mean connection. So I will say here include our connection file name is db.php, but we are in the admin. So we just have to give here double dot, then slash, because we just have to go to the root directory. That's why. So we have included. Now actually I can do query. So I will say here insert into the table name is books, where the column will be title, comma author, comma ISBN, comma image, comma quantity. And I need to add values for them. So I'll say here 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me just separate them using comma, 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 comma. The first variable name is title. So I will say here title. The second variable is author. The third variable is ISBN, and the fourth variable is image. I have to say here dollar image, and the fifth variable is dollar quantity. Now I will say if, okay, now actually I want to execute the query. So I will say mysql query, query query. And actually I want to pass the query here. So I will say dollar connection variable and the query. And actually I want to store the query result in the variable that is result. Now we will check that if not the result execute, if not result execute properly, we will say that error, and I'm going to paste the error. So $con error. Otherwise, we are going to do this. Now actually I'm going to move upload file. I'm going to use this function, and here I just have to give the current location. So I will say here, okay, my current location is this location. Copy, and then actually I want to go to my destination location. So I just have to say here upload location. So I will say here dollar upload location would be dollar underscore. Okay, sorry. This will be my this file. Slash. So I just have to give here double quotation, then slash, then the image folder. Okay. So this is the update. Upload location. So I just have to copy it and I just have to pass it with the name. So I have to use here a dot for the concatenation and the name. So this image. So I just have to copy it because in the image variable we have the image. Our temporary file name. Okay. Now our method is, our function is done. Now we will actually we insert. We have insert the books or image with its all other column, and then we said that if the result is executed successfully, then okay, now you can move the image file from the temporary location to the our destination. Okay, upload location. So now actually it will move the file with the temporary name also. So everything is done here, and now we can say here echo that uh, book added successfully. Now let's check if it is working perfectly or not. So I'm going to tell here book title. Let's say, okay, I want to actually download any book. Let's say Atomic Habits. Let's say I want to save it. The book name is Atomic Habits. Author name is James Clear. ISBN, let's say 000. And I want to insert the image file. So I will go to the downloads because I have downloaded it here. Atomic Habits. And book quantity, let's say I have only one piece. So I will click here add book. Okay, so the problem was this post. So I have write it like small letter. We just have to say it like this post. And if I go to the browser, now let's say I want to, here you can see I have added it. If I refresh, now you can see we have only the ID and the quantity. Okay, so let me just delete it. I want to go here and I want to add the title. So title is Atomic Habits and the author is James Clear. ISBN, let's say 000. And the file is this file. and let's say quantity is 15. And book, here you can see book added successfully. Check here. Let's go to the browser. Here you can see we have added the book atomichabits.jpg. So let's say want to actually change the ID. It would be 1, let's say. Okay, so everything is done here. And now in our next video we will actually fetch the book. Here you can see in our admin all PHP file we have view books, right? So in our next video we will talk about view books. I mean how you can actually fetch all the data from this table. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.